Have you ever wanted to learn Linux and just become more familiar with the different operating systems that Linux offers? Well, today I'm going to show you a great way to get started with that. We're going to take a look at the Warp Terminal. What that is an artificial intelligence based terminal that guides you through and gives you assistance in knowing what commands to use and what they do. Another great way to get familiar with Linux is to grab a copy of one of my USBs from bootableusbs.com. I've got several of them that are just jam-packed with all kinds of different live operating systems, Linux operating systems as well. So that's a great way to kind of dip your toe in the water. You can see what distributions are out there, which ones you like. You can run them live from a USB. You don't have to commit to installing on a PC or anything like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in. Today we're going to go over to warp.dev and we're going to download the Warp terminal. Once that downloads, we'll go ahead and install the package. I'm using Linux Mint today. This is a persistent version of Linux Mint. And if you're not familiar with persistence, that means you can run it live from a USB stick. You don't have to install anything anywhere, but then you can go ahead and save your work, reboot, shut down, carry your stick somewhere else, plug it in, and all your work is right there as if you did have a fully installed operating system. So a very good way, again, to get familiar with Linux and have a portable Linux operating system right in your pocket. Alright guys, I don't have an account yet, so I'm going to sign up here and we'll be right back. Alright guys, that was not too bad. We just created a quick account. You can even link to your Google account. Then you'll get an email, you click it, and it'll launch the Warp terminal, and you'll be logged in. Before we jump in, I did want to give a shout out to Chris over at Cheryl Technology. Thanks for telling me about Warp AI, Warp Terminal. Looks pretty cool. We're going to see what it's all about. If you guys haven't checked out Chris's channel, Cheryl Technology, check it out. Alright, so this is the Warp terminal. It looks like we have a terminal working space here on the left, and we have a AI chatbot on the right. So very cool. It gives you a few sample questions that you could look at, or we could ask it our own questions. We'll just keep it pretty simple here today, just to give you guys an idea of what this thing can do. I encourage you all to check it out and work with it on your own so that you can learn Linux, become more familiar with it, and then be a straight beast in Linux with AI. So let's just ask it a simple question. How can I confirm what directory I am currently in? Okay, it gives you a command, pwd. Looks like we can copy that. We can send it straight to the terminal, or we can save it as a workflow. Let's shoot it over the terminal and just hit enter. Alright, cool. So home mint. Let's ask it another question. How do I know what's in the current directory? ls gives you a command, send it straight to the terminal. Boom. So there's a list of everything in the directory. Okay, how do I create a new user? Look at that. Boom. Send that to the terminal. We're going to say the username is IT Unicorn. New password. We got to set a password. Full name. Room number. Cool. Room 1. Work phone. NA. NA. Other. NA. Yes. Alright. How can I view all users? Let's see if IT Unicorn's in here. I don't see it. It's not alphabetical either, though. Oh, it's at the bottom. Cool. Very cool. Okay, how can we create a new folder on the desktop? So I mean, I know these are basic commands, but some people aren't familiar with Linux at all. So this is a very neat tool. I guarantee we could do more advanced things. I'm going to ask it to um, create a script to back up the a folder on the desktop. I need to back it up every day at 10 p.m. I was going to tell it to use cron or cron tab, but let's see if it does it on its own. Yeah, this is awesome. This is freaking cool. Wow, this is nice. So create a script named backup script.sh. So it's going to make it a bash file. Um, Obviously, it's smart enough to know that you have to have this as the first line. Gives you all the code, source folder, backup folder. It's going to create the backup folder if it doesn't exist. So that's going to create a new backup folder. Perform the backup. So it's going to do a copy command, source folder to the backup folder. And then we would have to save this, obviously, right? And then after you save it, you're going to do change the permissions to add the executable flag. That's what you have to do if you want to run a .sh or a bash file. And then it's going to go down to the cron tab and edit. And if you guys aren't familiar with the cron tab, it's a cron table. That's what it's short for. It's like scheduled task in Windows, similar, more powerful in my opinion. I did a video on it. If you guys are interested, check it out. I kind of break down all this stuff. And then you're going to add the following line to the cron tab. And this is basically telling it that every day at 10 o'clock, this is military time, every day of the week, every week of the year. I forget these. It's like day, week, month, something like that. But this is basically every single day at 10 o'clock, run this bash script, which we just created up here to back up the files. So really freaking cool, right? Like, you don't even have to know Linux. If you don't understand some of this, I think you could just ask it more questions. Let's do that. So let's copy this. Can you explain this line? It's not letting me paste. Yeah, see, this is cool. Like you don't have to just blindly be copying and pasting. If you don't understand something, not only can you achieve what you're trying to do in Linux, but you can learn as you go, right? So this is breaking it down for you. So it says this line is a configuration entry into the cron tab file. Each field in the line represents a different aspect of the schedule for running a command prompt. So that it breaks down 0. This field is for the minute when the command will run. 22 is for the hour, which is 10 p.m. in military time. And then the star fields represent the day of the month, day of the month, or the month of the year, in other words, and the day of the week. So, respectively, using the asterisk means the command will run every day of the month, every month, and every day of the week. So, very cool. I mean, this is impressive, right? Like, I think it would be cool if they expanded this to Cisco iOS or other network platforms so that you could use the same AI technology to level up your networking game and get some assistance on the fly. So this is freaking awesome in my opinion, right? Like we created a folder, we got the instructions. I'm not going to go through it, but we got the instructions to create a backup job using uh, bash scripts and cron tab. So we created a new directory here. I had these two already, but directory 02, and we're using persistence on this. So not only do we have AI basically on a stick now if we were to reboot, but we have all of our files and folders that we created. So the last thing we'll do is just test that theory. Let's go ahead and reboot. This will take us back to our Ultimate USB version 2, which is what I'm using for the demo here, guys. If you haven't picked up your copy, get over to bootableusbs.com today, pick up one of my USBs. Really appreciate it. It helps out the channel and it gives you a killer USB. So we're going to pick Linux Mint. We can choose to boot with or without persistence. Obviously for the demo we want persistence. And look at that, guys. We're back into the OS. Only took a few seconds. We have our test directory, our test files. We have all that good stuff. And look what else we have, guys. We have the warp terminal that we installed. So it's like I've been telling you guys. This is literally a portable operating system, and this is one of many on the drive in your pocket. Save your work, install applications, all kinds of good stuff. You don't have to install it. You don't have to sacrifice a Raspberry Pi or a PC or laptop. You just have a thumb drive with a whole bunch of portable operating systems. And now, guess what? You've got AI in your pocket as well. So this is one of many ideas that I had. I'm not going to implement this just yet into the USBs, but let me know what you guys think. I had an idea the other night. I was thinking, what would make another good stick, right? I think AI on a stick would be pretty cool. So what I was thinking was learning more open source AI, stable diffusion, things like that. So you can generate images. We'll use maybe like Mistral for the large language model. It'll be like the equivalent of the ChatGPT. And then we can have things like the Warp Terminal, and we can bundle those all up onto different operating systems. And I know there's a lot more projects out there that we could look at too, guys. Music generators, voice changers, voice cloners, avatar creators. There's tons of great open source projects out there that I may dive into. And I was thinking about bundling that all up onto a stick and calling it AI on a stick. So now you don't have to worry about internet connectivity, subscriptions, things like that. You can just have artificial intelligence with you on a thumb drive. Or maybe I just add it to one of the existing thumb drives. It would probably be the Ultimate V2, the greatest stick ever made. If you guys haven't checked it out, again, get over there, support the channel, and get yourself a kick-ass tool. Let me know what you guys think about the Warp Terminal, though. I know I kind of went on a tangent there. I get excited about this geeky kind of stuff, if you can't tell. But yeah, let me know what you think. Have you guys heard of the Warp Terminal? Are you going to check it out? Have you checked it out? What are you using it for? What do you think you'll learn from it? I think you can learn a ton from it. I think this is a great combination of tools between one of my USBs, which you can dive into tons of different operating systems. Again, not having to install anything, you can save your work, you can try different OSs, and then combine that with the Warp Terminal to really make you a ninja in Linux, right? Because it used to be Googling, jumping through forums, things like that, trying to find commands. Now we've got a freaking genie built in. We're just like, hey, how do I do this? There you go. Oh, wait, I don't understand what some of those commands mean. Let me ask them. Breaks it down, tells you all about cron tab, for example. This is awesome. Again, shout out to Chris over at Cheryl Technology. Very good one, bro. I appreciate you sharing this with me. I hadn't heard of it until you told me about it, so really appreciate that. Check out Cheryl Technology, guys. All right, man. I'm going to cut it here. I could go on about this all day and do all kinds of cool stuff on this terminal, and maybe I'll do a follow-up if you guys are interested. But again, let me know what you think. AI is really starting to get more and more impressive every day, guys. So drop a comment. Let me know what you're using AI for. Let me know your thoughts on it. Share this with your friends. Maybe it'll help someone out. I think this is a great tool if you're like a system admin or a network engineer or something at work. And maybe your boss drops a Linux server on you and you're like, oh crap, I don't know Linux. Well, guess what? Now you do. All right, guys. Appreciate you sticking around to the end. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe. We're trying to hit 10K by the end of the year. We can do it. I need your support, though. Have a great day, everyone. Until the next one, take care.